Live now, guys. We should be live. Checking Instagram real quick. Hello. Glad to have you guys. Welcome to the live. Getting set up. My voice is coming in good. Sound is good. It's December 11th, man. We got a few things we're going to go over today together. We'll have a little fun. And we're going to make the live subscribers only. And away we go. Instagram is live. And we are ready to rock. It's an evening stream, guys. A little bit later. But it's okay. We're going to have a little fun nonetheless. And here we go. And away we go.
Well, thank you very much. We have a big signing right now, and we have a tremendous industry where we're leading by a lot. It's the AI, artificial intelligence. I always thought it should be SI, supreme intelligence, but I guess somewhere along the line they decided to do the word artificial, and that's okay with me. That's up to them.
You know what? Trump should make it American intelligence, AI. He just said he wants it to be, he thought it should be supreme intelligence, but I think we should call it American intelligence, right? That'd be super Trumpy of him to do that.
It's a massive industry. We're leading China. We're leading everybody by a tremendous amount. The electricity is being built by them in every plant. They're building the electricity. We're getting them rapid approvals. But they're spending trillions of dollars. And they can't, basically this has a couple of other things that are less important. But one of the things that it has is you have to have a central source of approval.
What's up, MP?
When
Rich?
they need approvals on things, they have to come
Rich?
to one source. They can't go to California, New York,
what your name is, bro.
and various other places.
What's up,
like
Eric?
Illinois with Pritzker, who's a totally unreasonable person. And they have to have, they're putting all this money in. It's a big part of the economy. And there's only going to be, I think, one winner here. I don't know if anybody agrees with that. I think most people agree. But there's only going to be one winner here. And that's probably going to be the U.S. or China. And right now we're winning by a lot. China has a central source of approval. I don't think they have any approval. They just go and build. But people want to be in the United States, and they want to do it here. And we have the big investment coming. But if they had to get 50 different approvals from 50 different states, you could forget it, because it's not possible to do, especially if you have some hostile. All you need is one hostile actor, and you wouldn't be.
So he's signing papers now to reduce some of the tape, to basically regulations, making it easier for people to develop AI in U.S. so that we can be number one, baby. Let's go.
Be able to do it. So it doesn't make sense. I didn't have to be briefed on this, by the way. This is real easy business. I mean, this is simple. We're taking in trillions of dollars. We're taking in tremendous amounts of countries, jobs, everything's coming in.
And Qatar buy
now, just to get off AI for a second,
back from
auto plants
India.
Are being
What's
built
up?
at levels that we've just about never seen before. We had our auto industry was decimated. 56% of our auto industry left our country over the years. It was at one point 100%, and then it got shriveled down, and really we lost a lot. And now, because of tariffs, which have been so incredible, we've taken in hundreds of billions of dollars, and we're bringing back our factories. We're bringing back everything. It's we've never been in a position like this. Our stock market today was, well, I saw it a few hours ago, but a few hours ago it was way up, and we hit a new high for the 52nd time in 10 months. We have an all-time high stock market, and it's all reasons. A big reason was the election November 5th, and another big reason, and maybe the biggest reason, but maybe not, because without the election this wouldn't have been done, because people don't know how to do it. The second reason is the tariffs. We're charging countries that were really.
All right, we'll get back to him, bro. We'll get back. Let's go. We're going to go to Gutfeld, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, all right. Thank you. And don't forget, on your way out, get your free holiday face tattoo. It's permanent. Happy Thursday, everyone. So in a new interview, former Vice President Kamala Harris disagrees with Michelle Obama and says America is indeed ready for a female president. In other words, guess who's running in 2028? Yeah.
Tampon Tim, baby. Tampon Tim. Oh, my goodness. So yeah, Michelle Obama, as if you guys don't know, went out and basically told the women in her party or everyone in her party that you guys are not ready for a female president. Basically talking down to them. So it looks like Kamala Harris came by and said, no, actually, I think we are ready. Yeah. For who, by the way? Who is lined up on male or female? Who is lined up on the Democratic Party that can possibly be a good person to run for president? Who?
The Trump administration has finally released its Trump Gold Card. This means for $1 million, foreigners can stay in the country. And already, one man has signed up. House Democrat Haley Stevens has introduced impeachment articles against RFK Jr., claiming that she cares for the health of her constituents. Yeah, this from a lady who looks like she ate a 12-pack of Wednesday Addams.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
Is that you, Mackie? Take a bow, whoever. Wow.
A McDonald's worker recently posted a TikTok video that shows the step-by-step process for making a McRib. J.B. Pritzker is calling the video perfect for masturbating. I know. What a thing to say about food. To celebrate the 50th anniversary of Star Wars next year, Lucasfilm will release a newly restored version of the movie. This from Who Gives a magazine.
And let me guess, they'll be all black and transgender.
David Letterman has named Jimmy Kimmel the leader of the resistance. Meanwhile, Kimmel named Letterman Lord of the Hobos. Keep riding those rails, Lord. Kyle Rittenhouse announced that he got married. Let's hope it wasn't a shotgun wedding.
Yep. I agree, Eric.
Reality TV star Khloe Kardashian said she inherited nothing from her father when he passed away. Wow, just when you thought you could not hate O.J. Simpson anymore. Yeah. And finally, Whoopi Goldberg said immigrants from Sweden aren't coming to the United States because of President Trump. And she got this from one of her Swedish friends. All right. It's the only Swedish person we know. and he's not even real.
What's up, Kerry?
All right, so Donald Trump seized a Venezuelan oil tanker.
That's right.
And why, you ask? Good question. On first glance, it seems like an act Trump is doing simply because he can. Like when I used to hide Bill O'Reilly's teeth in Geraldo's soup.
It's because they violated sanctions. They were taking oil from Venezuela to Iran. That's why we went after that oil tanker. Violated our sanctions.
But apparently the ship wasn't just carrying Venezuelan oil. Pam Bondi says the government executed a seizure warrant on the tanker because it had been used to transport illegal oil from Venezuela and Iran in support of foreign terrorist organizations. So Trump seized it. And suddenly the media wakes up and shouts, "Can he really do that?" Well, he did. Now go back to sleep, bitches. Because unlike the last guy, Trump actually gives a damn. When all Joe Biden gave were stool samples.
He didn't even give that.
So is this just about using oil to fund terror, or is there more to this? Well, remember back in 2024, it was reported that over 100 Tren de Aragua crimes, like sex trafficking and shootings in the U.S., were tied to gaps in vetting of Venezuelans who were coming to our shores. And when asked to do so, the Maduro regime refused repatriation requests, which stranded criminals in the United States. So while we were getting overrun with bad hombres, Maduro left us hanging, which may
What up, chicken? Yeah.
be why Trump's tightening the noose around him.
Let's go.
But you could argue Trump wouldn't be seizing tankers and trying to clean foreign gangs out of our cities if the Biden White House hadn't let in 10 million illegals for reasons nobody has even bothered to explain. The Bidenistas had no interest in deporting anyone. None. Zero. Not warlords, not murderers, not even people who like soccer. Well, guess what? Two can play at that game, so Trump just sent a few Americans over to Venezuela. But instead of taking their housing and cash assistance, we took a tanker. A tanker that apparently was up to no good, which prompts the question, how do you say around and find out in Spanish? I should probably know the answer. I have a feeling that's what my maid Juanita is always telling me. Now, clearly, it's on in Venezuela. Trump's had enough. I haven't seen him this pissed since he found a Band-Aid in his taco bowl. The administration is pulling out all the stops after the Biden White House acted like Rosie's gynecologist and looked the other way.
What up, aquariums?
Dems were AWOL on drugs and illegals. Actually, they weren't AWOL. They were actively helping the problem grow. They paused deportations. They killed the wall. They suspended Remain in Mexico. And then when Trump acts, the Dems suddenly scream about process. That somehow arguing about how something is done is supposed to make us forget what wasn't done at all. Me and my wife have this same fight every time I load the dishwasher. You know, at least I loaded it. True, maybe I shouldn't mix glassware with underwear, but they all get clean. So now Trump comes in swinging a sledgehammer the size of one of Hillary's ankles, and the Dems are shocked and surprised. Well, why is he being so extreme? Because he was given an extreme problem courtesy of you, Dems. Trump is like Daniel Penny, when in that subway car, he stopped a clear and present danger to his fellow Americans. The outcome, without context, might look severe, but not until you see the whole picture. And the whole picture, after 10 million illegals, tidal waves of drugs, human...
Kevin Alvarado, what's up, bro? Are you still looking for the Epstein files?
trafficking, do we really need to paint it for you? Look, Trump knows he's got 3 years to fix the atrocious policies of the Biden era. Open borders, no deportations, record drug overdoses, fearless gangs, rampant fraud. It really was quite the mess. So don't blame him for doing his best to clean it up.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagna.
Daddy's home and it's time to clean up, bro. He's cleaning up the room. He's cleaning up the house. He's making you clean up your room, bro. Let's go.
Tres, dos, uno. The socialist dictator of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, is counting his days and singing for mercy.
La 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 la. Don't worry, be happy.
Is that really Maduro, bro? Wow. Oh, dude. JP says, I hope he finds a loophole to run again. Bro, can't he be a VP? You could be a vice president, right?
La 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 la.
Look at this guy.
Just peace, not war.
Mad
Not
Dog
to
Maduro is
war.
trying to get off Trump's naughty list because he's looking at a lot more than coal this Christmas. Yesterday, a highly trained team of 10 Marines and 10 Coast Guardsmen seized an oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela. Footage shows a chopper approaching the vessel.
Kevin Alvarado, should we call ICE on you, bro? Are you legal?
With American forces rappelling down onto the deck, weapons drawn, detaining the captain. We set another record.
Should we call ICE, bro?
From the standpoint of news, as you probably know, we've just seized a tanker on the coast of Venezuela. Large tanker, very large. Largest one ever seized, actually. And other things are happening, so you'll be seeing that later.
The tanker seized is known as the Skipper. Biden sanctioned it in 2022 for ties to Iran and Hezbollah. The Skipper wasn't with Gilligan. It was equipped with electronic warfare technology, which can present a real threat.
These are used to suppress enemy air defenses, to disrupt enemy communications. They're what you do in the initial wave of an attack to protect friendly aircraft and to make it harder for the enemy to respond.
Damn.
The Skipper's out of commish, but we kept the oil. And we didn't even have to drill, baby, drill.
The vessel will go to a U.S. port, and the United States does intend to...
I love it, bro. What's up, Terp? What up, dog? Double tap a day keeps the narcos away, baby.
Seize the oil. However, there is a legal process for the seizure of that oil, and that legal process will be followed.
Maduro is fuming. The dictator vowing to break America's teeth. Ouch. This is all a part of his no good, very bad day. The seizure came just hours after we smuggled the Venezuelan opposition leader out of the country. Maria Machado won the last election, but Maduro wouldn't leave. So she was the one who won the Nobel Peace Prize. Sources say the CIA smuggled her out in a wig, passing through 10 military checkpoints, then rode a wooden boat onto the Caribbean island of Curacao, then boarding a plane to Norway, where she picked up the prize. The fact that she made it past all those military checkpoints is freaking Maduro out, because it means his security apparatus dropped the ball and let her escape. Were some of them in on it? Probably. That means Maduro's losing his tight grip over the military.
He does. He rubs it in their faces and he says it, bro. He says it. And he's very direct. I like it. It's clean. Solid.
At the wrong time. A pair of F-18s just buzzed the Gulf of Venezuela.
Look at that, bro. Look at that. Oh, look at that. F-18s.
Making it the closest known approach of U.S. aircraft in Venezuelan airspace.
Wow.
More assets are pouring into Puerto Rico.
Dude, that's a plane, bro.
American Growlers. These are
Dude, that's a plane right there, bro. I don't know much about planes. Probably aquariums. You know more than I do, bro. But it's all good. Dude, did we call ICE on Alvarado yet?
Aircraft that provide electronic warfare support during tactical operations. And now the Green Mountain Boys of the Vermont National Guard are deploying F-35s to the Caribbean.
Potential invasion or potential land strikes in Venezuela aligned with the president's supporters, the MAGA base, does it risk the potential for a prolonged war?
Prolonged war is definitely not something this president is interested in. He's been very clear about that. He wants peace. He also wants to see the end of illegal drugs being trafficked into the United States and taking the lives of hundreds of thousands of Americans across our country.
The Venezuelan opposition leader was asked about a potential U.S. invasion, and here was her answer.
Venezuela has been already invaded. We have the Russian agents. We have the Iranian agents. We have terrorist groups such as Hezbollah, Hamas, operating freely in accordance with the regime. Yep. We have the Colombian guerrilla, the drug cartels that have taken over 60% of our population.
If that's all true, Maduro's harboring drug cartels, guerrilla fighters, KGB, and jihadists right in our backyard. No bueno. So far, Trump's not been rash. He's squeezing Maduro slowly like a python. Start with the money. Kill the drug traffickers and stop the sanctioned oil sales. And that means taking these ghost tankers out before they can make Maduro money. The dictator's illegal oil exports are the only thing propping his regime up. He uses the oil cash to bribe the military and keep the lights on. Trump just sanctioned 3 of Maduro's narco nephews tied to cocaine and petroleum. 22 coke boats have already been smoked, and our carriers are still parked right outside his front door. Maduro feels the noose tightening.
No more Afghanistan.
No more Afghanistan.
No more Libya. Basta de guerras eternas, carajo.
The dictator's assessing his options. He can flee with amnesty to the Middle East, but if he wants to eat pork, Belarus, Putin's client state, says he can retire there. Putin actually called Caracas to check in on their Latin American strongman. Is Vlad trying to give Maduro an off-ramp to curry favor with the Trump administration during the Ukraine negotiation? Or is he making his proxy into a porcupine to draw American blood? Not sure. But seizing ghost tankers isn't just about Maduro. We're asserting dominance over the Western Hemisphere and checking Chinese and Russian intrusion. We're also flexing in the Pacific theater. Russia and China just conducted joint military drills together. That's never something you want to see. So US B-52 bombers were flying in formation alongside Japanese fighter jets this week over the Sea of Japan.
Beautiful.
Now, if there's a war in the Pacific, we'll need oil tankers, and lots of them, which is why we're keeping the skipper. and potentially others.
I love it, bro.
Reuters is reporting the United States will be seizing more and more sanctioned tankers in the Caribbean. And this hurts China, too. The sanctioned Venezuelan oils...
It's good, dude. We're cleaning up. You know, we're now putting in the effort more than ever. In these last 10 months, we did more than Biden did in 4 years. Way more. That's not even a fair comparison. It's great. I'm happy for that. Again, Trump isn't perfect, but he's the most America first president we've ever had in our lifetimes.
Mostly being sold to Beijing. And the Chinese have been building massive refineries in Venezuela.
You have to admit that.
To process their crude. You can't have that. All this activity sends a strong message to Latin America,
and the world,
especially Colombia.
He's going to have himself some big problems if he doesn't wise up.
Trump right here is talking about the Colombian president. I know because I watched this live. He's talking about the Colombian president here. Listen to this.
Colombia is producing a lot of drugs. They have cocaine factories that they make cocaine, as you know, and they sell it right into the United States. So he better wise up, or he'll be next. He'll be next too.
Listen.
And I hope he's listening.
Colombia is signed on to China's...
You hear that? He's telling the Colombian president, I hope he's listening because he'll be next.
Belt and Road. They bet on the wrong horse. We're cleaning up our backyard, stopping drugs, superpowers, and caravans. These people are killing Americans. But Mad Maxine, no relation, wants Trump brought up on charges.
He is basically killing and bombing boats, claiming...
Look at this psycho, bro. Look at this psycho. This person that you're watching right here, a Democrat, a representative, has never come up with a good idea for as long as anyone has ever known her alive, bro. Think about it. Look her up and see if she's ever come up with one good idea in her entire life and tenure working for the government.
That these people are involved with drug trafficking without evidence, without proof, without coming to the Congress of the United States to talk about what he knows and what should be done and how it should be handled. Bill? He's just killing people.
No one's taking these people seriously anymore, especially after the mess Biden and the border czar made down south.
She's nuts.
The president is pushing an America first foreign policy, and the media is just trying to slow it down with another hoax.
Mr. President, has Secretary Hexon told you why he hasn't released the video of the second strike?
No, he hasn't told me. I thought that issue was dead. You're surprised you're bringing it up. You must be CNN.
Lawmakers are still talking about it on the Hill.
I love this part right here. He gives it to her. He doesn't even let her ask. He shuts her down, bro. Listen to this.
Are you CNN?
I am with CNN.
Oh, gee, I'm shocked to find out.
The lawmakers are still talking about it on the Hill.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't know about lawmakers. Which lawmakers you're talking about?
Just the Democrats that are talking about trying to release it.
I mean the people that you work for, the Democrats?
You mean dude, I put a post out just before I came on live about CNN on both my Instagram and my YouTube. CNN, think about this. There's not one single post by CNN, not one post, not one reel on by CNN on Instagram about the $8 million the Somalians defrauded the taxpayers in Minnesota. $8 billion. It was confirmed. It was actually Tampon Tim and Ilhan Omar discussed it when they were asked on TV. They were forced to. They had to talk about it. They even know it. Everyone knows it. Not one post, not one reel on Instagram, on CNN about that.
You know you work for the Democrats, don't you? You're basically an arm of the Democrat Party.
The Democrats ran on, we have to stop a dictator. And now that Trump's stopping one, they call it a war crime. So Medi is calling for a coup. Not in Venezuela, here. Because she says Trump's gone loco.
Trump really doesn't seem to have any idea why he's going to war in Venezuela, nor does he seem to be in charge of any of the decisions that are leading us to this war. And so we also have to worry about who's actually running the government right now and who is actually driving us toward this regime change war that the president doesn't seem to be at the helm of. We don't know who is, and we don't know why.
Maddow wasn't worried about who was running our government when Biden was passed out on the beach. Democrats tried to put Trump in prison because he said an election was stolen. Now, Maduro actually stole the election, and Democrats took his side.
Yeah.
So if you're keeping score at home, Democrats are now on the side of drug cartels, dictators, China, and the Iranians. Not a great neighborhood to be in.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my...
That's pretty wild, guys. You gotta admit, CNN not having one post, not one reel. That's crazy. Not one.
And welcome to Hannity. And tonight,
Dude, the Somalians they ripped off American taxpayers for $8 billion. Ilhan Omar goes and makes $30 million in 1 year. We bring her from Somalia, from a corrupt, failing disaster of a nation. We bring her here to tell us how to run our country. And she knows about the Somalians that took $8 billion. She herself, of the money that she shows, made $30 million in 1 year. Pretty wild.
Monroe Doctrine
and
is...
CNN did not do one post, not one reel of that. I looked through I scrubbed all of it. It's crazy.
Making a comeback. America now is reasserting their dominance over our own backyard, the Western Hemisphere. And coming up, we're going to tell you why the seizure of Venezuela's rogue oil tanker was so critical. Also, DEI comes to Kentucky. Rachel Maddow, the conspiracy theorist, throws shade at Kamala Harris. Okay. And the state of Minnesota's quickly becoming a national embarrassment. We will show you how the state's top fraudsters...
Gonna go ahead and time out Alvarado talking about pedo stuff, all kinds of weird stuff, bro. You're timed out. You're out, bro.
Spent, maybe over $1 billion of your tax dollars under the not-so-watchful eye of Governor... Yes, you got...
What else we got? Anybody else? Anybody else want to go nuts on the chat?
Got it. Mr. Macho, Tim Walz. But first, chaos on Capitol Hill. Democrats turned what was supposed to be an important oversight hearing on Homeland Security, that keeps Americans safe and secure, into an absolute circus. Take a look.
I'm very privileged and honored today to have my family with me. I'd like to introduce them to you.
Disruptions of congressional business is a violation of law, is a criminal offense under federal law. Audience members are advised to take their seats and maintain order.
The DHS Secretary Kristi Noem was in a...
Donovan says, let's take a look. Where is Donovan? It's embarrassing, man. I did time. Every time I broke the law, I went to prison 3 or 4 times. I've been sober 43 years, and I'm seeing these people. It makes me mad. That's from Donovan in the chat. What's up, buddy?
Interrupted by left-wing lunatics over and over and over again. Many were calling for ICE to be abolished. Some were even wearing costumes. But the behavior...
we live in a time, bro, where Democrats don't feel like they should be held accountable for anything. So definitely not for their own lives, their own well-being, their own finances. They want the government to basically do everything for them so they can stay home and go like this on their phone and flip through reels all day. They call doom scrolling, right? That's what they want to do. They're trying to change the world around them. Change the government into this socialist thing they call democratic socialism, so that the government can take money out of other people's pockets, put it in their pockets so they can do nothing. They went from working to working from home. They didn't like that. They don't even want to work from home anymore. They don't want to work ever. So now they're finding how they can manipulate everything and manipulate you and me. So they can do nothing and get paid. Welfare state. They want to live on welfare, bro.
Behavior from elected Democrats, that was far worse. Congressman Benny Thompson, remember predetermined outcome, January 6th, Hollywood production? Well, he called for the DC terror attack.
No, the This person says, Honey Bruce says, both sides making us look bad, and other countries are actually laughing at us. No, other countries are laughing at our left side of our country. The lefties. The loons. The loon wing. The lefty loon wing. They're laughing at that. Not only are they laughing, they're exploiting it. They're manipulating it. They're using it to their benefit.
Against 2 members of our National Guard, an unfortunate accident? Really? You want to tell that to their families? Take a look.
Madam Secretary, you and the gentleman from NCTC reference.
Clay, there's like 40-some thousand Epstein files out. Which page have you read? Which page specifically have you read?
The unfortunate accident that occurred with the National Guardsman being killed.
You think that was an unfortunate accident?
I mean,
it was a terrorist attack.
Wait. Look, I'll get it straight. Then you can
He shot our National Guardsman in the head.
Look, Mr. Chairman, will you direct the witness
a great point.
to allow me to ask my question?
You're going to ask your question or you're going to ask a question? Which one?
It was an unfortunate situation.
Unfortunate accident, really? Say that to the family members in this case.
Yeah.
Remember, Thompson got famous for leading the second Trump impeachment witch hunt before reportedly deleting all that evidence that could have been helpful to the president days before the GOP took the majority. Now, his colleague, Congressman Thanadar, is currently...
W. Margaret, exactly. We're laughed at from 2020 to 2024.
Trying to impeach the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, that is now also demanding that Secretary Noem resign. Take a look.
Madam Secretary, your incompetence and your...
People that are representing us in government should be born in our country, not like this guy over here. They should be born here, like our president has to be born here. These people that are representing us in Congress, senators and congressmen and women, they should be born here.
Inability to truthfully carry out your duties of Secretary of Homeland Security.
What's wrong with his face, by the way?
If you're not fired, will you resign?
Sir, I will consider your asking me to resign as an endorsement of my work. Thank you very much.
By the way, if you want to know what a preview of a Democratic-led House of Representatives would be, that's it. Another Democratic Congresswoman, LaMonica McIver.
Ian Black says you guys are morons. Why are we morons?
Was charged with assaulting federal law enforcement agents over the summer during an impromptu riot outside an ICE facility. Now she's very upset with Secretary Noem. Take a look.
American people absolutely trust this department to keep them safe. And
Honey Brew is saying if you're a billionaire, then you are a joke. Now you're mad at people being successful. You're mad because people work hard and go after it and make money. Is that what you're mad at? You're mad at people that actually go to work, and you're backing up people that don't want to work. Is that what's happening right now? You're elevating people that don't want to work, and you're pissing all over people that actually go after it and get things done.
We are showing that every day by the support we get across the country, the amount of people that we're recruiting to all of our different agencies.
Thank you, Secretary Noem. Do you agree that using DHS resources to target members of Congress is an abuse of power?
Excuse me, would you say that
You
again?
would have heard me if you stopped talking and listened to my questions. Do you agree that using DHS resources to target members of Congress is an abuse of power?
We are not doing that. We are out there enforcing the law, doing our work, and we are allowing oversight.
Of course, we're not going to get any answers. With that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Gives you a headache, doesn't it? Right on cue, another Democratic lawmaker smearing ICE agents, lied about their tactics, then seemed to excuse violent attacks on law enforcement. Take a look at this one.
The lack of respect and regard for the rule of law by this administration, and in particular by this secretary, is at a level that we have never seen and violates all of the constitutional norms and all of
Clayton, you're on a good one. You're putting words in my mouth. He says Rep America talks about people doom scrolling, yet he literally does the same thing right now. Well, I'm not doom scrolling. I'm actually doing I have a whole studio in production right now. Not doom scrolling. And by the way, when I was talking about doom scrollers, I was talking about the losers like yourself that have no job, don't want to go after it, make money. You want to make the government turn into a socialist government so that it can pay for you to do nothing but doom scroll. There's a difference. Doom scrollers that want the world to pay for them to do nothing and doom scroll, and people that work hard and have time to scroll and do whatever they want to do.
The principles of legal fairness in this country. And you're seeing that manifest itself in threats to law enforcement and bubbling over because people are frustrated. And they are channeling that frustration because the administration is not listening.
And let's not forget about the always pompous Congressman Dan Goldman. He is fighting for his political life thanks to the new socialist wave that's sweeping across the radicalized Democratic Party. So naturally, he put on quite a performance earlier today just for his radical base. Take a look.
If your department deports anyone with an ongoing asylum application, you are violating the law. Is that correct?
It was greatly violated when they allowed
I'm asking you.
people to come
I'm
in
asking
and
you.
granted asylum applications.
Why are you filibustering? Why?
WMP is this the Epstein file? 44,000 Epstein files, I believe. 44K, 40K, 44K were released. Which ones have you read? You haven't answered that question. Go ahead and read them, bro. They're all over. And by the way, the rest of them, yeah, they're in Hillary's laptop, bro. Go find them.
Why can't you answer the question? It's a simple question.
Your president,
if your department
and your secretary
deports
did not follow
anyone
the law
with an ongoing asylum application, you are violating the law. Isn't that correct?
the asylum program was broken under the
Mr.
last.
Chairman, I will reclaim my time. She's not answering the question. But the obvious answer is that, yes, if you follow a lawful pathway, asylum is a lawful pathway, if you have an open asylum case, you are here lawfully. But the problem that we are seeing around the country is that
total retards in the chat. Look at Potato. This is doom scrolling. No, this is not doom. Do you know what doom scrolling is? Or are you like some boomer or someone like, are you like out of touch? You don't know what doom scrolling is? Do you know what doom scrolling is? You have any idea what that is? Doom scrolling? Maybe we got to teach you, put you in a little class. Huh? Maybe one day we'll teach you.
are not following the law. Don't tell us to change the law. If you don't like the asylum system, you change the asylum law.
Now, as Noam points out, lawmakers, they are welcome to make new laws, but the constant coddling of violent criminals and people who hate our country is pretty repulsive. Take a look.
I think it's shameful to see the defense of individuals who break our laws. We are a nation of laws. If we are not a nation of laws, we're no nation at all. And that is what we are doing every day, is following those. If you guys don't like the law, go change it. That's your job. You don't complain. I was raised by a dad who said we don't complain about things. We fix them. Well, go fix them. If you don't like the law, quit bellyaching, quit hitting and attacking our ICE officers, quit going out and protesting and screaming vile things at them, quit calling them names. We wouldn't let our children do that. Go do something that actually matters by having an honest debate and changing the law. That's your jobs. You all should be fired, in my viewpoint.
They all should be fired because of the Biden administration. And of course, they got cover from all these, quote, elected officials and lawmakers.
Let's do this.
The sheer amount of threats that we are now facing is almost unthinkable. Take a look.
How's that? Is that a better
NCTC has been crunching the numbers and going through the sheer volume of known and suspected terrorists that are in the country that came in under the Biden administration. So far, NCTC has identified around 18,000 known and suspected terrorists that the Biden administration let come into our country. These are
I already got like 4 more subscribers just putting on the hat. Thank you for subscribing, guys. Watching the number go up. Hell yeah, that's it, baby. Hell yeah. W 5 up or super brains. W super brains, bro. Hell yeah. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's see. Let's trigger some of these liberals in the chat, bro. Let's go. Beautiful Bill, what's
individuals
up, buddy?
who under normal circumstances would never be allowed to enter our country because of their ties to jihadi groups like ISIS and Al-Qaeda.
18,000 known and suspected terrorists in our country, and Democrats want to abolish ICE and make their jobs impossible. That is insane. And after the hearing, the insanity continued. Noam was then mobbed by a crowd of left-wing agitators. Take a listen to this.
W. Robe. Rob. Thank you, bro. They're already hella triggered, bro. Hell yeah, Stefan.
And someone who uses a baby as a political tool while taking babies away from the family. You are the modern day SS. You are the Gestapo.
Shame on you, Christina.
Shame on you, Christina.
Shame on you.
The mob mentality on the left, coupled with a complete lack of perspective on real security concerns, is troubling to say the least. So,
hell yeah, bro. W Canada, bro. Subscribe from Canada. Love it, baby. Love it. Love it. Good to have you, dude. Dude, I just posted something about Elon Musk on Joe Rogan talking about importing illegal aliens that will end up voting for the left. And everyone in Canada is saying that that's what's happening right now in Canada. It's been happening for a while, but I think you guys are just realizing it. But don't let that happen in your country, man. Save Canada. Don't let that happen to you, bro. Don't let them import those voters, those illegal aliens. They become voters for the left because they want free shit. The left knows they can bring voters in, give them free things, and they're going to vote for them. That's how it goes.
So what does this mean for federal agents on the ground?
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on.
We're really decimating us.
Hell yeah!
Hence we have
Thank you.
$38 trillion in debt, which will start paying off pretty soon.
Is it
with
Jiff
the tariff
button or
money
Jill
coming
button?
in.
I can't read that.
But
right there.
countries that were really decimating us use tariffs against us. Now
Jill,
we're
what's
using
up, Jill?
tariffs. All we want is fair. All we want is national security. It's good.
Clayton says, if Trump is America first, and why did he give billions to Israel and Argentina? Well, he's the most. Trump is the most America first president we've ever had in our lifetime, and you can't argue that, can you?
But it's great national security. I settled 8.
Regardless of what you want to say about money that he's given to here or there, whatever, he's the number one. He's the most America first president we've ever had in our lifetime.
Wars, and numerous of them was because of trade and because of tariffs.
I am Homer AF says, I subscribed the second you put on the hat. Love you, bud. Thank you, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Love that. Let's go, baby.
So we're very happy with that, but this is about something a little bit different. We want to have one central source of approval, and we have, I think, great Republican support. I think we probably have Democrat support too, because it's common sense. I mean, you can't go to every time you make a change, and it could be a very reasonable change, you still won't get it approved.
Dude, you're totally right. Reptone Israel says, the thing is, Democrats have not fixed anything for 12 plus years. They rather help illegal immigrants take over the United States of America. MAGA, make America great again. You're absolutely right. I'll tell you this. The left, the Democrats, the left loons, or what now they're the Democrat socialists. They have been just orange man bad. They've been anti-Trump for so long. They don't even remember how to actually do anything. No policy, no plans, nothing. Think about it. When's the last time you heard of an actual policy or plan from the left? Think about that. It's only orange man bad.
If you have to go to 50 states. So this centralizes it, and it's something which the people behind me, the very distinguished people, but Tim Cook just left of Apple and spoke to all of the big companies, great companies, and they won't be able to do this. This will not be successful unless they have one source of approval or disapproval, frankly. You could have disapproval.
Hell yeah, Bill. Beautiful Bill says that he wore the dark MAGA hat all day. Hell yeah. Should I do that too? Should I do dark MAGA, baby? Let's go dark MAGA, bro. For beautiful Bill, baby. Beautiful Bill. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Love you, dude. Good idea, actually. I'm feeling a little techie today, bro. Let's put the dark MAGA, bro. Let's do that. There you go. How about that? How's that, bro? You like that? Ooh, yeah.
Approval too, but it's got to be one source. They can't go to 50 different sources. So I just want to thank everybody for being here. And Will, what would you like to add to that?
Sure. Mr. President, as you said, in keeping with your commitment to grow the American economy, create potentially millions of new American jobs, and maintain America's technological and military superiority in the years ahead, this is an executive order that orders aspects of your administration.
I love it, bro. Clayton got shut down. I told him straight how it is, and he can't even respond. It literally shoved his own question right into his mouth. And he tried to talk about Trump. If Trump is America first, then why did he do this? And why did he do Trump is the most America first you've ever had in your life, bro. You can't argue that, bro. The problem is, here's the problem. The problem is you are a Trump hater and you are a beta male.
You are a Trump hater and you're a beta male. That's amazing.
That's right, bro. You're a beta.
Beta
male.
Beta male.
That's what you are, bro. It's a beta male. You're a beta male, Clayton. You are a beta male. Here, let me just explain this to you guys. I know a lot of you already know this, but to those that don't understand what's happening, the left, the feminists on the left, and the rest of the left, the whole left, they turned the men in their party into beta males. The men in their party are losers. The men in their party don't make their own decisions. The men in their party can't do anything without the approval of the women in their party. The women in their party don't like any men unless those men become transition into women. The women on the left don't like their men unless their men are gay or transgender. They transition into women, or the only other man that they like, what they call men, are the women who transition to men. They don't like any actual man. So imagine you're a man that is on the left and you get no action because they don't even want you. You got to chop it off. You got to convert to a woman. You got to become gay. You got to be a woman that became a man. In the Democratic Party, men give birth better than women. In the Democratic Party, in the left, men breastfeed better than women. It's a crazy thing. It's wild. That's super. It's hard. I mean, it's really out of this world. Oh yeah. Oh look at this. Hold on. Clayton says Trump hats attire all made in China. Oh really? Really? Watch this. You guys are gonna love this. Watch this. Ready? Let's zoom in for Clayton, bro. Here we go. Watch this. Here we go, Clayton. Let's take it off for you. Here's your hat, right? Check it out. Let's go like this. And let's go like this. What does that say, buddy? Do the women in your party teach you how to read? Huh? Do the women in your party let you go to school and read? You just got crushed, bro. Everything you said in the whole chat has been debunked and you've been proven to be a liar.
That's a lie.
Everything you said is a lie. Everything you said is a lie. Your whole life is a lie. Everything in your brain is a lie, bro. Giving you too much attention also, by the way. I give him more attention than anyone in his party, in his liberal friend group. They hate him. Can you imagine? Here's a red one too, by the way. Here's the red one. Look at this. Look how beautiful that is. Look at the American flag on that. By the way, just so you guys know, the Rep America hats that are being made are going to be these exact hats. I went to the same manufacturers in USA, and I'm getting the Rep America hats made by these same people that make these hats. It's going to be these exact hats. So I love, Clayton, thank you for bringing it up. Here's the red one. Look at that. What does that say? Bro, literally everything you said, everything, flip the tag? What are you talking about, flip the tag? Here's the tag, and here's the flip of the tag. There you go. It's made in USA. Thank you. I'm going to go red, bro. I'm going to go red because they need it, bro. They need it. They need the red one. And mismedication made me some tea. I think I need to have a little tea. I think I should have some tea. Let's go like that and drain that out. Yeah, you're right, Mac. What's up, Mac? I did. I lowered my ears, bro. I got my hair cut, bro. You like that or what? How is that, dude? That's good, huh? Mac, you missed it, bro. I went off on these dudes. You missed it, bro. You missed it. Why am I not in this one? Because I got the wrong... Let me see. Can I get that off? Yeah, I could take that off. There we go. Oh, I'm super zoomed in now. Let's go like that, dude. How about that? Dude, what happened here? So did you guys down with a hat? Max says, how do you get the lines in your beard so straight? I use a double-edged razor and I just boop, boop, boop by hand. Clayton, bro, you got rocked. You got rocked, bro. Everything you said was a lie. Everything you said was debunked. How dumb do you feel? How dumb do you feel, bro? How dumb do you feel right now? Does it change your mind about anything, by the way? Did we help you like see the light a little bit? You must feel like an idiot, bro. Opened his mouth and we put our foot in his mouth. He opened his mouth and I put my foot in his mouth, bro. Made in China. You got crushed, bro. You got crushed, bro. Crushed. Decimated, bro. You got decimated. You got decimated, bro. You got crushed. Stood no chance, dude.
To take decisive
Stood no chance. Just like Biden in the last debate against Trump. Remember that? Remember this right here? Where is it? Remember this? You remember this?
Eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying Medicare.
He did do a damn thing. And these...
Crushed, bro. Crushed.
action to ensure that AI can operate within a single national framework in this country.
I agree, Mario. Yeah, probably some kind of bot, bro. Some loser. Clayton, guys, honestly, Clayton is probably some dude in like, I don't know, bro. Probably Somalia. Maybe a Somalian trying to act like he's white with a little white profile pic.
As opposed to being subject to state level
Probably trying to find out how to defraud more Americans out of taxpayer money.
regulation that could potentially cripple the industry. David Sachs, your AI and crypto czar, has been one of the key players and key authors behind the CEO. He can give you more of the granular detail, but the big picture is that we're taking steps to ensure that AI operates under a single national standard so that we can reap the benefits that will come from it in terms of economic growth, job development, national security, and technological edge.
And it's really the biggest industry that anybody's seen. I mean, it's taking off. And again, I believe there'll only be one country that really benefits, and it should be the United States. And
Arthur says, all the MAGAs at my job are pathetic cowards. Are they your bosses? Is that why? Are you mad at your bosses or what? Arthur, are you legal, bro? Should we call ICE on you too? I think we need to call ICE on him. Maybe Clayton too, bro. Yeah. Get a call in? Should we get a caller? Have someone call in today? I'll take a live caller today, bro. I'm in the mood. But you don't want to go with me, bro. You don't want none of that, bro. You don't want none. Clayton, not everyone's funded by Soros like you and your clown crony friends. Yeah, on here, bro, on the conservative side, we actually are glad to take responsibility for ourselves and pay for our own selves. We don't need Soros to pay for us, bro.
will be if we
go hold signs, bro. Manufactured signs. Go out there and hold signs on the streets like a bunch of losers.
do this. If we're unified, we have to be unified. China is unified because they have one vote. That's President Xi. He says do it, and that's the end of that. You know, we have a different system.
Mac, you're right, bro. There's no mods, but if there's anyone you think I should kick, let me know, bro. Because I'm not. This chat's moving too fast sometimes.
But we have a system that's good, but we only have a system that's good if it's smart. David Sachs, could you say a few words, please?
Yes, sir. So, as you pointed out, we have over 1,000 bills going to state
Mac, let me know if I should bump anyone, bro.
legislatures right now to regulate AI. Over 100 of them have already passed. 25% of them are in California, New York, and Illinois. You've got 50 states running in 50 different directions. It just doesn't make sense. We're creating a
Exactly. We don't sit in roads blocking traffic, bro. We're not retards. And then Sam says, Medi, does this not go against the message of states' rights? What do you mean, Sam? You talking about the signing of the AI stuff? Is that what you're talking about?
confusing patchwork of regulation. And what we need is a single federal standard. And that's what the CEO says, sir, is it basically states that the policy of your administration is to create that federal framework. We're going to work with Congress, like the chairman here of the Commerce Committee, Senator Cruz.
Ooh, we made Arthur mad. Don't be a MAGA snowflake beta bitch, he says. I made him mad, bro. Dude, you're a loser. You just mad because the MAGA, he was mad. He says, oh, the MAGAs at my work, they're all losers or something. He's just mad because those are his bosses, bro. Those are his managers and his bosses. He just mad, bro. It's all good. It's all good. Sam, if you're talking about Trump taking it and putting it into national level, I'm down with that. We need to move it forward. They're saying states can regulate their own AI. That goes against the message of state rights, only the federal. No, bro, I think it does. And I think on AI, we need to push the gas pedal as a country. And if it's up to the states, bro, we're going to have, like California is a big tech state. And if you have people in California making decisions on this kind of stuff, you know, California does nothing but red tape. They put red tape in front of everything. They'll make companies go through hell to develop AI. And so I agree with what Trump is doing here on that.
And other members of Congress to define that framework. In the meantime, this EO gives your administration tools to push back on the most onerous and excessive state regulations. We're not going to push back on all of them. For example, kid safety, we're going to protect. We're not pushing back on that, but we're going to push back on the most onerous examples of state regulation, sir.
So I spoke with other Republican senators, and we have great approval. I think I spoke to anybody that even had any question and seemed to have gotten approval. Ted Cruz has been a very strong advocate of common. This is common sense. I mean, I think it's nothing more than common sense.
He says, Clayton, remember your President Biden sniffed little girls on American stage, bro. American stages. He literally did, bro. It's crazy.
Please, Ted.
Listen, this is the single most important economic question in the country and in the world. Who wins the race for AI? You look back to the 1990s, there was a similar inflection point with the beginning of the internet, the dawn of the internet. And Bill Clinton was president at the time. He signed an executive order, just like you're doing, that put into law a light touch regulatory approach to the internet. And the result was incredible economic growth and jobs.
Exactly, Jeremy. Jeremy Taylor said it. California would develop AI as fast as the high-speed rail. Exactly. Nowhere. Never.
In the United States. At the same time, the European Union
we are all
took
Charlie
a very
Kirk,
heavy-handed regulatory approach.
We are all Charlie Kirk, baby. Let's go.
Here's an amazing statistic, Mr. President.
And who is it here said, Honey Bruce says, Clayton's still talking. Wow. Yeah, Clayton's still talking because he's getting more attention from us than he gets from anyone in his party. Again, if he is a male, they don't want him.
1993, the U.S. economy.
He needs to transition to a woman to get accepted.
Economies and Europe's economy were virtually identical in size. Today, America's economy is more than 50% larger than Europe's, and the two drivers of that are tech and the shale revolution. It transformed this country, and AI is the same thing. It's a race, and if China wins the race, whoever wins, the values of that country.
Arthur, not a fan of you making fun of Charlie Kirk. One more, and I'm going to bump you. I'm going to boot you out of the chat.
Will
not a
affect all of AI. We don't want China's values of surveillance and centralized control by the communist government governing AI.
Yeah, not cool to make fun of someone that got assassinated, bro. So you if he's out of line anymore, let me know.
We want American values of free speech, of individual liberty, of respecting the individual. So this executive order, I believe, is tremendously important. Thank you for your leadership.
Well, thank you very much. And Scott, please.
Yes, sir. This is pass-fail. As you said, this is the biggest technological innovation in our country's history. We've seen the canals, we've seen the railroads, we've seen the utilities, we've seen the build out of the internet and the fiber, and now it's AI, and it is pass-fail versus China. We have the lead, we've got to maintain it, and it is also going to be the single biggest source of economic growth. But everything else we do, with our defense, there's no use in having a golden dome if China's AI can get around it. There's no use in spending all this money on defense. And the U.S. will remain the leader in this under President Trump's leadership. He is accelerated the growth. We're actually going to move ahead further. We're seeing building everywhere, construction jobs. There are going to be jobs at the AI data centers. And most importantly, President Trump had the incredible idea to allow the companies to create their own power. And we are going to see soon that communities near AI facilities will have the same or lower electric costs than other communities, which is a great innovation. So this is an important document today.
Do you have any questions?
On this subject, President Trump, are you more worried about the U.S. winning the race for AI dominance with China or about AI's potential threat to humanity?
Goodbye, Arthur. Nice knowing you, bro. We'll see you later, bro.
Both. We're looking at that very strongly. We have a lot of threats in the opposite way if we don't do it. You know?
Yeah, Arthur's booted. He's gone. What a loser.
You look at the medical and medical research, already the things that have come out of AI in terms of medical and cancer research and things, we're way ahead of what we ever thought we'd be just from the infancy of AI. So really both, and we want to be very careful with it. We also know that a big part of our economy, it could be 50, 60% of our economy going forward for a period of time at least, especially during this startup, is AI and AI-based. We have trillions of dollars of construction going on, and that construction would stop, or it would certainly be, a lot of it would be halted. So, look, we're leading China. We're leading China by a lot. China knows that.
I just booted that other dude too.
And not doing this would be the greatest gift to China and other countries, but China in particular, that China has ever received.
And with Venezuela, now that we've seized this tanker, is the campaign against Venezuela still just about drugs, or is it now also about oil?
Well, it's about a lot.
See you later, honey brown skin. Have a good night. Catch you next time.
Other things, but one of the things it's about is the fact that they've allowed millions of people to come into our country from their prisons, from gangs, from drug dealers, and from mental institutions, probably proportionately more than anybody else. They came in from many countries. We're getting them out. We had 11,888 murderers come into our country. Many of them are from Venezuela. We had thousands of Tren de Aragua, the gang, come in from, which they say is the most violent gang. I don't know, MS-13 is pretty bad, but Tren de Aragua, they say, is the most violent gang. That comes from the prisons of Venezuela. It came out of the prisons of Venezuela. So it has to do with a lot of things. They've treated us badly, and I guess now we're not treating them so good. If you look at the drug traffic by sea is down 92%. And nobody can figure out who the 8% is, because I have no idea.
I love that. Drugs by sea
getting
is down
involved
92%,
in that right now is not doing well. And we'll start that on land. And nobody can. If you look at the drug traffic by sea is down 92%. And I guess now we're not treating them so good. If you look at the drug traffic by sea is down 92%. And nobody can figure out who the 8% is, because I have no idea. Anybody getting involved in that right now is not doing well. And we'll start that on land, too. It's going to be starting on land pretty soon. Thank you, Peter.
Mr. President, in Indiana, just a few moments ago, the Senate there rejected the congressional maps to redistrict in that state. A number of Republicans voted against that redistricting effort. You have spent a lot of time talking to
Drug trafficking by sea is down by 92%. I love that, bro.
About this, the Vice President traveled to Indiana. What's your reaction?
Well, we won every other state. That's the only state. It's funny because I won Indiana all 3 times by a landslide, and I wasn't working on it very hard. Would have been nice. I think we would have picked up 2 seats if we did that. You had one gentleman, the head of the Senate, I guess, Bray, whatever his name is. I heard he was against it. He'll probably lose his next primary, whenever that is. I hope
exactly.
he does.
Daily
because
votes,
he's done a tremendous service. I mean, think of it. It's a great place. I love the people there. They love me. You know.
It's based on blowing up ships, bro.
We won in a landslide all 3 times. Got tremendous votes. I got record votes. And then there's no reason for doing that. And the Democrats do it to us, so I can't imagine that they do it. But
exactly.
I wasn't very much involved. But there's a man named Bray, as I guess, head of the Senate. Was that Bray? Is that the name? Bray? I mean, I'm sure that whenever his primary is...
A just showed up to say, lying, stupid, dumb publicans, but didn't actually say anything. Say something. Tell us what we're lying about. What are we lying about? Because what you said...
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
That's right. And you're a beta male.
Beta male.
Beta male.
Beta male.
And you are a Trump hater.
You are a Trump hater. No. And you are a beta male. So you are gay? I didn't know you were gay. How did you become gay?
I think in 2 years, but I'm sure he'll go down. He'll go down. I'll certainly support anybody that wants to go against him.
We need to get. Should I put Jesse Lee Peterson on
AI and then a question
is it time?
Ukraine. On the AI side, the flip side of what you've done today is what kind of agreements you can get with China, particularly on the national security threats posed by AI. During the Biden administration, there was a vague agreement on not using AI in the nuclear weapons complex. Tell us what you envision and what conversations you've had, if any.
Clayton.
Satan is your daddy, woman.
Satan is your daddy, woman.
Satan is your daddy, woman.
With President Xi on that topic.
The GOAT, bro.
Relative to AI?
Yes.
I speak to him a lot about it. I speak to him a lot, actually. I have a very good relationship with him, as you know. If you had another president, you would have had a big rare earth problem, and it turned out not to be a problem. They're purchasing.
Who hate God, who hate the family, order of the family, who hate the unborn child, and they admitted, at least one of them, that they are a Marxist group and they've been trained to do what they're doing. Did you know it was founded by some fat black lesbians?
Wow. So first of all,
did you know that?
Did you know
what we're not going to do is insult folks, right?
Well, they claim to be lesbians and they fat and they're black. I didn't do it.
So.
But did you know that it was founded by them?
I didn't do it.
Well, yes, but also too, like I said, we're not going to insult them. That's not cool, right? So don't do that again.
Would they consider that an insult?
Yes.
Why would they claim to be that? Why would they consider it an insult?
Time out.
I've interviewed them.
So again, like I said, like
Trump is your daddy, woman.
We're not going to talk about them like that.
But you knew it was founded by them, right? Before you joined.
I personally know them, right? So we're going to stop that part.
You just described a black person. No, a feminine man is a weak man because he's a woman. He's a beta.
No, he's not, Jesse.
Yeah, he's a beta.
No, he's not.
He is a beta.
I can't believe I'm being bullied right now live on the air.
Disagreeing and complaining about the Jews.
I had a lot of.
Are they white supremacists?
Fool, and I don't want the people of the world to hear you.
I don't need you to interrupt me, Mr. Beta Male. Hold on.
Mr. Beta Male?
President.
Yeah, you think I'm a beta male? Come on out here.
Hold on, Beta Male. The president.
Hold on, Beta Male.
Come out right, Jesse. We'll see who's a beta male. Okay.
Hold on, man. We know that the Democrats.
I said the order of God. That men are superior to women, which is a book that is a lie because Jesus Christ himself was a socialist who believed in equality and fought for women and minorities.
What? Oh.
I'm a proper lady. I'm just an average woman. What is funny?
Oh God.
What are you laughing at, Jesse?
I'm laughing at you. That you won't debate him. That you have cold feet. You gotta do more than
that's all I want to do. I do a pretty good job of it.
No, you don't look like
Himself was a
what the?
Okay? I just want to blend in as a woman. That's all I want to do. I do a pretty good job of it.
No, you don't look like a woman at all.
Besides my chin, if I hide my chin, yes, I do.
You gotta
Jesse.
You gotta do more than that.
Well, that's your opinion.
No, I can. Stevie Wonder can see that you're not a woman.
See, I'm not an adult entertainer. Okay, I don't go to clubs and do shows and dance.
He says Stevie Wonder could see you're not a woman. I love that.
Oh,
I'm a proper lady. I'm just an average woman.
I'm a proper lady, he says.
What is funny?
Oh God.
Cat Black says hijab, maybe. If you put on a hijab, bro, you can't tell nothing. Yeah, probably. Oh my God, bro.
What are you laughing at, Jesse?
I'm laughing at you. That you won't debate him. And Stein. Mark, welcome back.
Good morning, Jesse Lee, and happy Indigenous Peoples Day.
I was trying to get you to tell me exactly what Trump had done to achieve those so-called achievements, and you moved on to the Democratic Party. It's a very strange interview. I've never experienced anything like it.
Well, that's the first time in life for everything. Let me ask, would you want to take a shower with some guy who decides that he feels like a woman, and there you are in the shower, he walk into and just take off his clothes and get in there with you?
If you were alone, you would not be able to
increase your productivity. You would not be able to create more loaves of bread.
That's why our house.
Okay, guys, it's 11:11 here in Southern California. I know it's late everywhere you guys are too. I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to do a little outro video. You guys can check it out. And Clayton, we had fun, man. That was good. Hopefully you have thick skin, and hopefully you can do whatever you got to do to be liked by your party. They're probably going to want you to transition. They probably want you to be gay. They probably want you to chop some things off. But regardless, man, I hope everything works out for you. Thanks for subscribing. Come back again. We'll have some fun. We'll debate. But here is an outro video. Appreciate you guys. And don't forget to rep America. This is our country. Represent, bro. Rep America, bro. Love you guys. I had a good night. That was fun. Later, JP. Later, guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Jill, everyone. Mac, Daly, Sam. See you guys. Have a good night. Rep America. Represent America, baby. Jason. Hell yeah. Good night, guys.
We have a president who actually fulfilled the promises he made during the campaign, securing the border to foreign policy.
He now has a record as president that's pretty damn impressive.
We are all Charlie Kirk!
Why do you blame the Biden administration?
Because they let him in. Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person? Because they came in on a plane along with thousands of other people that shouldn't be here, and you're just asking questions because you're a stupid person.
In that same year, you had the left side destroying Teslas, destroying Tesla buildings, committing violence.
And they used the other pen and everything. He didn't approve this stuff. They want to take away my freedom because I will never let them take away your freedom.
I'm going to stop talking about it. I'm going to stop calling you a white man. And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man.
Military person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump.
He's right, he did beat Medicare, he beat it to death.
This version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever. Not a close second. And I've known him for years. The Brzezinskis have known him for 50 years. If it weren't the truth, I wouldn't say it.
They want the Statue of Liberty back. So is President Trump going to send the Statue of Liberty back to France?
Absolutely not. And my advice to that unnamed low-level French politician would be to remind them that it's only because of the United States of America that the French are not speaking German right now. So they should be very grateful to our great country.
I said there's nobody that could want an open border. Nobody. And now I find out that it wasn't him. He auto-penned it.
But now I know all too well I am a full-fledged, hardcore conservative, and I'm proud of it. I mean, my favorite saying is I was born black, not Democrat.
We had a president that was grossly incompetent. You knew it, I knew it, and everybody knew it, but you guys didn't want to write it because you're fake news. Thank you.
And by the way, ABC is one of the worst. I have to be honest with you.
Thank you.
We are all Charlie Kirk!
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Damn! Can you believe I was a lefty during that debate?
I want to remind the audience.
Oh.
I will fight for you with every breath in my body, and I will never, ever let you down.
But what do you mean by beta male?
A beta male is a male who look like a man but think like a woman, and that's you.
Why should your right to freedom of speech trump a trans person's right not to be offended?
Because in order to be able to think, you have to risk being offensive. I mean, look at the conversation we're having right now. You know, like you're certainly willing to risk offending me in the pursuit of truth. Why should you have the right to do that? It's been rather uncomfortable.
I'm just trying to work that out. I mean,
Gotcha.
You have got me. I'm trying to work that through in my head.
An example is Minnesota, where hundreds of thousands of Somalians